tonight after a pet is poisoned. The owner says that someone reached into his backyard and slipped the animal, well, a deadly treat.
Local 24's Dave Detling is live where it all happened with a look at the deadly recipe. Dave.
Hey, good evening, Brandon and Katina. Well, this was no doggy treat. Police say it involved hamburger meat and a dangerous chemical. Take a look over here. Whoever is responsible went to this back gate right here, opened it up, and then waited for the animal's hunger to kick in.
And he loved to be rubbed. Loved to be rubbed on.
Harry Setzer sits on his back deck, remembering his companion, Ice. The photo of him behind the wheel of a school bus was a family favorite.
And I left the door open, and he goes up and hops behind the wheel, so I had to take that photo. I thought it was cute.
If he wasn't taking fun photos or playing in the park, the 8-year-old white German Shepherd had full run of this crosstown backyard. Setzer says it was Ice's playground and also the place where he took his last breath Friday.
I opened the door to let him in out of the rain, and he's laying there dying. And while I'm watching him, blood came out his rear end, out of his mouth, bubbles and white stuff out of his nose.
Setzer believes his dog was purposely poisoned by someone on the other side of this gate. He says whoever is responsible used a deadly recipe of hamburger meat and chlorine tablets.
I posted it on next door for everyone to be aware of that someone's going around poisoning dogs.
MPD is investigating the dog's death as Setzer said goodbyes to Ice, placing his collar on his bedpost alongside the collars of other loved family pets.
He was my guy. When I call him, he'd come. I'd whistle or just my voice, he'd know. He was always there.
And back here live, you can see the owner put a lock on this gate, hopefully to deter people from coming here. Now, we have learned that people in the Cooper Young area have reported seeing a man going around trying to give dogs antifreeze, but police say these two cases don't appear to be connected. But if you have any information, you're urged to give police a call. Live in Crosstown, Dave Detling, Local 24 News.
For you tonight, 8 stores robbed at gunpoint, and the FBI believes the same man is responsible. A $5,000 reward is now being offered to catch the dangerous thief before he strikes again. Local 24's Mary Jo Ola is live in Midtown for us tonight. Mary Jo.
Yeah, Rudy, investigators say the man they're looking for last robbed Midtown Wine and Spirits here on Poplar Avenue on Wednesday. Workers say they hope the reward will help law enforcement catch the suspect before he hits another business. This is the suspected serial robber the Memphis FBI is looking for. Holding a gun and wearing a black ski mask, a security camera captured this picture at the Budget liquor store on Summer Avenue March 29th. That's where investigators say the robbery spree began.
It was scary. You know, first thing that goes through your mind is you want to make sure everybody's safe.
Manager Matthew May's nephew was working that day when he got a phone call.
I called the police, 911, because they were down on the ground counting, and they didn't want to get up until they were sure it was safe.
Investigators believe the man who robbed Budget Liquor also hit 7 other businesses across the Memphis area, mostly liquor stores. Investigators say this is him robbing Lino's Liquor on Summer Avenue April 26th. The most recent case was Midtown Wine and Spirits on May 3rd. According to Memphis FBI, in all 8 cases, the man pointed a pistol at the victims and demanded money from the register. He then told the victims to get on the ground before he got away. Workers now hope the FBI's $5,000 reward will bring this spree to an end.
Hopefully someone out there knows exactly who it is, or maybe he's bragged to someone that he's been doing this and they turn him in.
South, we've seen some trees sprawled on the ground while others, well, they still stand. Local 24's Dave Detling, he spoke to an arborist tonight and he joins us live from Overton Park. Dave, really at this point, how can people stop their trees that are standing from falling?
Well, it's all about preventative measures. Take a look behind me. You can see this uprooted tree right here in Overton Park. This is a scene many people are seeing. Now, certified professional arborists say, look for items like this. This is actually a fungus that causes rot on a tree. If you see something like this, it means you have a big problem.
It's one of those trees that over the years has continually dropped limbs.
Davey Weeks has been keeping an eye on his neighbor's tree for years.
4 years ago, it dropped a big limb that speared the house next door.
And over the weekend, it came crashing down on his home in the Evergreen neighborhood.
I knew it had something. See these roots? You can feel this. This is all right. Feel how spongy that is?
Kevin Smith is a certified arborist and owner of Reg Tree Service. He inspected the downed tree and says it's no surprise it came crashing down, adding proper tree maintenance could have stopped it from falling.
When there's not storms, preventative maintenance is always a good idea because you thin out the tree, it allows the wind to pass through, you're less likely to have limbs break.
Smith says a quick inspection around the tree's base can save you thousands of dollars down the road. Look for mold or fungus.
That's what you want to look for.
If the ground is soft, it's an indication to call in a professional.
When we heard the tree fall that night, we pretty much knew it was going to be that one.
Weeks says the damage to his home is unfortunate, but says it could have been worse. And as crews clean up, he's urging everyone to pay closer attention to a tree's well-being. And back here live, if you take a look at this piece of wood, it actually feels like a sponge because it's so flexible. Yet another indication that something is wrong with your tree. Now, if you have any questions, you're urged to call a professional arborist. They say they will come out and check your trees for free. We're live at Overton Park. Dave Detling for Local 24 News.
Until the Bill Street Music Festival, and organizers are putting the final touches on for the big weekend.
That's right, Katina, and locals are very excited to cash in on the extra business. Here's Local 24's Mary Jo Ola.
Dear Hannah, thank you for choosing Trailcrest. I want to wish you and your friends a pleasant stay and have a wonderful time at Bill Street Music Fest.
Oksana Piven is getting ready to open up her home in the medical district to Airbnb guests from London.
This is a first bedroom.
She's one of many Mid-Southerners excited about the extra business and meeting out-of-towners.
This is the calendar for May.
Piven will meet a lot of them.
Is a real Memphis treasure, I think, because it brings people together from different parts of the world.
35,000 out-of-towners that will be here for 3 days of the music festival.
Tourism leaders say from hotels to restaurants, the Beale Street Music Festival will pump $39 million into the local economy. With crews working nonstop to get Tomley Park prepared, organizers are ready to welcome music fans.
It is organized chaos, but like I said, we've got our dance steps down. We know the moves. We've done this before, and everything's working like clockwork.
And Local 24's Rudy Williams, well, he joins us live in Northeast Memphis tonight. And so, Rudy, if this is going up, our taxes, how does that improve things for us? And what will it improve?
Good question, Katina. Well, higher gas taxes should equal smoother roads. That's if Governor Haslam's legislation works out right. Now, this law means you'll pay 6 more cents on the gallon here at the gas pump, but you'll get a break at the grocery store.
Critics say Tennessee Governor Bill Haslam's soon-to-be signed law raising gas taxes 6% is setting you up for a bumpy ride at the pump.
We knew this would be hard from the very beginning. Like I said, there's a reason it's been 30 years since Tennessee passed a road plan, and we knew it would be difficult.
Change can sometimes be a difficult thing, but the governor says the tax hike potentially means $70 million worth of road projects to Shelby County and $50 million for the city of Memphis. If you travel on Memphis streets, you're well acquainted with these. Potholes. The city of Memphis says crews repair more than 60,000 each year. Right now, we're all paying 21.4 cents on the gallon here at the pump. But don't worry, the tax increase won't all happen at the same time. Starting in July of this year, it will go up 4 cents. Next year, 1 more cent and another 1 cent in 2019, totaling a 6-cent gas tax increase at the pump. The trade-off here is that the taxes on the food that you buy in the grocery store will soon drop. Taxes on food will go down from 5 to 4%. That's a dime for every dollar you spend at the grocery store. The governor's office says that will save Tennessee households $125 million a year.
I realize it was a hard one, but I honestly think this is really good news for the state going forward.